What is up, guys? Vex30 here, and today I'm going to teach you how to warm up like a pro. I know a lot of you have been asking for this type of video for a while now, and here it is. Now, for the first part of this video, I will be doing a general overview about aiming, what I do to warm up myself, and what you should probably do yourself. But the second part will be more geared towards support mains, as I am one. I will show you what I do to warm up every day before I play. So let's jump right into it, guys. Alright guys, to start, I would suggest picking up Androxus, as he is the best Tiscan to warm up on in a base training or warm-up session. I'd suggest picking the legendary Heads Will Roll, being that it gives you 2 ammo. More ammo is better in warm-ups. I'd suggest picking up the Slowed-Out. I'll leave it on screen for a second. It is a way for me to get off more shots quicker, because the whole deck gives you ammo. I find Quick Draw Sleight of Hand Marksman the most useful. And for items, I'd suggest picking up Deft Hands. You can get Deft Hands 3. This is one of the only times you get Deft Hands, guys. Maybe on Damba, but nobody else. Please and thank you. Alright guys, so starting off, I suggest head over to the Skybots, which you'll find them on one of the 4 paths in the training room. You'll see the Skybots in the back, which they look like Sky. Head over to those. And I'd start off by killing about 100 of these. There are different ways to aim at them, but we'll go over that in a second. But take this advice: if you are a new player, if you know you're not a strong aimer, take your time with every single one of these steps. If you take your time and do it right, you will become a better aimer faster. If you're more experienced like me, this is just to get your mechanics going for the day. But if you're not a strong aimer, please take your time with all these mechanics. That's very important that you do. So, about the first 20 kills, maybe 30 kills, I'd suggest doing just flicks. Right to left flicks, left to right flicks. You can put some movement in it, but I'd suggest if you're newer, just take your time, be easy with it. Just go back and forth, killing maybe these 2 bots. You can go over to these bots, move while shooting. But I wouldn't suggest putting any dashes in yet. For the next, again, 20 to 30 kills, then you can start putting dashes in it, killing these Skybots how you want. You can work on, while you're in the air, tracking the Skybot, which I do a lot, especially when I'm in the air. I don't really work on flicking. I'm more of a track aimer myself, but it is nice to have these flick skills like this. It's super important to have in your skill set, because when you're playing somebody like Damba, and you really need to get that heal on somebody, you need to get your aim quicker to them. Just remember that your dash will give you ammo, and your right click, when you hit somebody, will give you ammo. So while you're moving around doing that, you really don't have to reload. The next, I'd say, again, 15 kills, 10 to 15 this time. I'd work on sway shots. So these, you just stand still, you just sway your mouse back and forth and hit the Skybots. This I use to work on my fluidity in my shots. It just helps me be a smooth aimer. As you can see, I haven't warmed up very much today, but it's super important to get those done. If the last 50 or 60 or so kills, just go ham with the bots. Do every single one of those trainings. Fucking go up in the air. Do some flicks if you want to, if you're more of a flick aimer, because I know some people are. And also use this time to work on what you're not strong at. Myself, I'm not good left to right flicking, so I do a lot of this in this time. Just relaxing, put some movement in there. As you can see, I'm a big strafe aimer, so I move into my shots. But yeah, that's really it for the Skybot training. Next we'll go over to the pit bots and show you what to do there. Now heading over to the pit bots, these bots are moving, so you will find that it'll be a more realistic situation, so that's why we do these next. Second to the Skybots, which if you want to know what pit room is, there's a Skybot room. Head over to the left through the doorway, you're over at the pit bots. Like I was saying, the reason we do it second is because this is a more realistic situation, and it's a good way to transfer over your base skills aiming to moving targets. So I'd suggest doing all the training techniques I said on these pit bots. I do 30 to 50 of these. Remember, they have more health, they're moving, so you don't have to hit them as, you're doing about the same amount of reps. Put some dashes in there. Just work on hitting these pit bots as much as you can. This is just a way to transfer over your skill set from sitting still targets to moving targets, which are more realistic to in-game. That's actually just about it for the Androxus training. One last warm-up you can do is to head over here to the Nando bot and these bots and just work on your flicks. That's really all I have to do. The reason I do the sky bots instead of these because it requires me to aim at different angles, have my mouse at different areas. So that is it for the base warm-up session. You can double these numbers, triple these numbers, whatever you like. If you decide to do a training session, which here's the difference. Training sessions are you just get on, you want to work on your aim. Warm-up sessions are quicker, just to warm up your hand, warm up your mouse, get yourself moving, get yourself ready for the day. I always do this before a match, before a game, before ranked games, before streams. I do these warm-ups and these help me a lot. They seem simple, but in the long run, if you keep doing them and you're doing them right, they will help you. So now moving on to the support section of this. Again, guys, if you're a support main, I suggest doing the Androxus still. It'll really help you out. But to start with the supports, change your champion, head over to Genos. The biggest problem with Genos right now is he's not a good main support, but what I would do with Genos if I wanted to work on tracking, is I'd just pick like Celestial Touch and go hit pip bots. But since he's a better off support, I'd pick Binary Star. I'd go my damage build, which Space Jam, I might move that out. But I'd pick this, head over to the pip bots again, and just work on hitting them. There's really not a set number I do. I just go until I feel comfortable, which you'll find that's a trend a lot for my supports. The Androxus is more set reps, but the supports are different. Just work on hitting your pip bots, so work on hitting your moving targets, and you should be alright. I usually do kill about 20 to 25 of them because this shot does do less damage and has less DPS, so it does take longer. So take your time with these shots, make sure you hit them every single time, and just get ready. And for the next support, I'd head over to Damba, my favorite. Go Spirits Chosen, any build you want, not important. And there's 3 different ways you can warm up on Damba, guys. The first way is healing this Nando bot right here. Second way is killing these pip bots with auto attacks, and the third way is just stunning these pip bots with your Snick. So first of all, I'd head over to the Nando bot, make sure you go over this white circle, activates Cassie bots, and just auto attack these Cassies. Throw down the gourd every so often, heal Nando. Auto attack Cassies, keep auto attacking, heal. It'll also make you pay attention to your timers, so you know when your heal is up and you know when your gourd's up. So this is a really good way to initially warm up on Damba and improve your right-click hitting skill, because that's really the only ally bot you can do it on. Now over to the pip bots, I'd suggest just doing a little strafing, just hitting the bots with your autos. That's really all you have to do. Make sure you hit these stuns. They're really important. They can really change a game if you hit your stuns, guys. I can't stress that enough. If you just want to work on stuns, auto, stun. Auto, stun. I suggest not getting any deft hands because you want to work with the base Snake, because you really shouldn't be getting deft hands in your Damba build itemization until late game, very late game, and not all games go to that. So maybe you want to do this for a while and then head over to getting a deft hands 1 or 2, but that's really it. I do this until you're feeling comfortable, at least for warm-ups. Like just, I don't know, hit 20 Snicks, hit whatever you want. Just make sure you're feeling comfortable. If you're doing a training session, just really grind it out. Hit 40, hit 50. Just really put some time into this because these stuns are so important. So are these autos. These autos aren't really hard to hit, but they could be hard to hit if you're newer to Damba. So that's Damba. If I wanted to work on my tracking, I'd head over to Gork. If I can find him, there he is. I picked the Maelstrom build because that is usually what I do when I go on Grok. Damage, this is my build. If you guys want to port any of these builds, feel free. I name all my builds. I head over to the pip bots yet again. These are the most realistic, and after you do your base Androxus training on your hit scan, this is really going to help you. So I just named these pip bots. It's really it. Warming your tracking. If you're newer to aiming and general FPSs, I suggest standing still and making sure you track well. Make sure you hit these bots constantly. Follow their movement, follow their timings, because these are most realistic to in-game situations, what people will be moving. Work on moving now, work on hitting your shock pulses. That's really it for Grok. And the last one, but not necessary, I don't find necessary, but I personally do not do anymore, but if you're newer to Pip and you want to do them, just go Pip. It really doesn't matter which legendary. Mischief would be fine because you get your cooldowns quicker. You can work on using your cooldowns. You can either go to Pip bots or the Sky bots with Pip and just frag. Work on hitting your shots. Weightless. Hit your heals on them. Like, just act like they're allies and enemies. Work on hitting shit in weightless. Heal them again, you know what I mean? Hit them with the chicken. It's really simple. Warming up on supports, guys, is really simple. It's just working on your mechanics. That's all warm-ups are. That's all training is. It's perfecting your mechanics and making yourself a better player. So really, guys, that's it. There's not much to this warm-up routine. You guys were hoping to see more. That's all I got for you. I can go more in depth in this if you guys like, so let me know in the comments below. I can go really deep into some tips and tricks about aiming, about supporting, which I do plan on doing soon in the future. I want to record some Damba, some other support gameplay, give you guys tips from what I saw in game. So that's it, guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Listen to this Pip Chicken really quick because it's great sounding. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Like I said, I want to post every day. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys found this useful. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate that. Every sub counts. Every sub matters right now because I'm trying to grow. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for stopping by. I will see you tomorrow. Have a great night. Later.